Hey people, Rick here with Aardvark Treasures, aka Babbling Rick, and I'm just coming home from the post office, so bear with me on this one. Looking back on the footage of my video here, this is my first video, and this is part 2, by the way, but looking back on it, looks like I got a ways to go, and I just got to kick back a little bit. I'm sure I'll be more comfortable as time goes on, no doubt in my mind whatsoever. But I'll tell you, the only thing I'm not going to stop is my babbling. I've been babbling my whole life, from one subject to another, and then back again. It's just something I've always done, so I'm not going to even try and change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down because I'm driving, and I thought I'd just do a little intro on the way home. I'll see you when I get back to the house. Hey people, I'm back. So I'm shooting this film with a Sony Alpha A6000 camera, and I need a attachable light. So I decided to purchase the Elgato key light, the mini. It also comes with the shoe, which is really nice. You can adjust it any way whatsoever. It doesn't matter. They have the perfect tension on there where no matter where you leave it, it stays. So I went ahead and purchased it a few days back and finally received it. And I plugged it in to charge it, and it was intermittently turning it on and off. And so I thought it was a cable. So I wanted to go ahead and get enough charge so I can turn it on to make sure that in fact it was just the cord. I still was going to send it back anyway. But so I finally did, and took it off, and sure enough, I turn it on. It stays on for about 2 seconds or so and shuts off. So it's got an internal short in there. So I sent it back, and took 1 day. I got it back pretty quick. So that's what I'm using now. You got to mess around with it a little bit and test it, different angles and so on and so forth. To get used to it. But it's a cool little thing. It's the best thing I've had so far as the attachable lights to these cameras. So on the way home, I was thinking about the different videos I was watching in the last few days, and I remember one, NC Picker / NC Flipper, which I'm sure the majority of you are familiar with NC Picker and Flipper. So he had a video on a few days ago, and he was talking about one of his idiosyncrasies about him being ADHD, and we'll talk about that in a second. And what it was about was he was explaining how he goes from one subject to another and then back again and so on and so forth, and even said that his viewers had often said, hey, you want to just stick to whatever you're talking about instead of jumping around. But you know what? Honestly, I don't see it. And the reason I think I don't see that in him is because I'm probably 100 times worse. And you'll see as time goes on, I'm pretty bad. I met Dave in Las Vegas at the Trash to Cash Vegas Bash. Him and his wife Tina, real good people. Now, Trash to Cash is a blog put together by Dave of NC Flipper / NC Picker, Carrie with American Arbitrage, and Kevin of Commonwealth Picker / Flipper. And they put this thing together. You got to check it out. It's really a cool place to unwind, kick back, laugh a little bit because they're crack up, and well, check it out. You'll like it. I met Dave and his wife Tina. In fact, here, Death Pile Support Peg. That's a crack up. It's from NC Picker / NC Flipper, and it's a death pile support peg. Now I don't really have that much of a death pile, only because I'm just starting over again and starting from scratch, so it's really not that much of one. So I just use it to remind me exactly what I should and shouldn't be doing so that death pile gets any larger. So Dave has decided he's going to go ahead and start another channel. In fact, it's up. I saw it the other day. And so now it's ADH Dave. I get a kick out of that guy. So, you know, check out those channels if you haven't already. I'm sure you all have. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and check out. But before I do, check out my Aardvark Treasures store in eBay, my Aardvark Treasures closet in Poshmark, and Natural and Lovely also in Poshmark. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Also, don't forget to hit that bell, because it'll remind you whenever I have a new video out. Enjoy.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet.
Okay, that was it. I'm glad it didn't go longer, to be honest with you. This is Bumble, obviously. He looks like an abominable snowman. To me, he looks a little like a Sasquatch. But anyway, he's an animated character I got for $1 at a garage sale. So I'm going to go through some of the stuff here that I got and see what's up. All right, picked up a few Funkos for pretty cheap. I got this and 3 PlayStation games and a DS for $15. This is Spike. This one here is Pennywise. Alright. And then we have the Marvel El Hero Invicto. It's wrestler, I think. And I've got 2 other ones, which is Sarah from Doctor Strange. And then I have Kenya from It's a Small World, Disney's It's a Small World. I'll probably end up putting, you know, like these 2 together and whatever else. But that there is the Funkos I got. And I've got a couple of games. Now here, this came with it. I got all of them for $15, I guess. That's not too groovy of a game, but you know, it's in good shape. No insert. I got Fallout 4. Again, these are all in good shape. Kind of a little bit of a messed up deal here. But I think this one does have the insert. Yes, it does. Survival Guide. And then, of course, this is a pretty popular game here, PlayStation 4. It's a Red Dead Redemption. And it's in fantastic shape. There you go. Insert. And also CD. And then this, of course, this will pay for it all. Spent $15. Here I have a Nintendo DS. It's Banjo Pilot. That's about it, really. So that should do okay. I got a couple of these. These are called Kitty Buzz G2s. I'm not really sure exactly what they are, but they actually take an SD card, and I don't have any transformers for it, but I did get 2 of them, and kind of groovy. So I got those for $1 each, so there's 2 of them. I also got Melissa and Dave. They're heavy wood characters puzzle. They're really cool. I got these each for $1. I actually have 3 of them. I have this one, which are the tractors and cement trucks and so on and so forth. Here I have farm animals. Here's farm animals. Get that glare out. And then of course I have the jungle animals. So I looked these up. They're going for a pretty good $1. But again, I got these for $1 each. Got a couple hats. Here I got Lakers. There you go. Bill's in great shape. Really clean. Looks brand new. There's the NBA. It's a 950 New Era. You can see there. There you go. Also, insignia. But it's in fantastic shape. Got that for $1. And then I have a couple youth hats. They're kind of dirty, really scuffed up. Los Angeles Clippers, NBA. There it is, LAC. Snapback, button top. It's pretty dirty, as you can see. It's pretty messed up. It's an NBA draft cap, but it's a youth size. Adidas. Right there. So that's that. It's embroidered. And I got another youth cap. Again, LA Clippers. This is really dust. It'll take a little bit of cleaning. I don't do very well on youth caps, but another Adidas. Same as the other one. Again, embroidered. But boy, this one's really dirty, I'll tell you. Gonna have a lot of cleanup to do. Another button top, snapback. So that's that. I picked up these, which are really cool. This is a salt and pepper shaker set. And it's abalone. And really, I can't pronounce it. Oh, it's made by Alpaca, as you can see. Maybe see. Let's see. They're abalone. Kind of groovy. Salt and pepper shakers. Again, abalone. So they go here. Back side. Let's see if I can get the name on there. It's Alpaca. It's kind of hard to see. Pretty small. And with that, I have a Rogers silver-plated spoon, which is kind of cool. It's got a pretty groovy design on it there. And you won't be able to read it, but it's a Rogers. And that came with it. So I got this set for $5. Not too bad, huh? And this is stainless steel here. Alright. Well, I picked up a couple little things here too, like this for 10 cents. I got quite a collection of them, so I am just going to wait until I have a super huge lot. And then sell them. You know. Here I have for $1 a microscope. Kids. Chemical laboratory. It's brand new, never been opened. Got this for $1. You can see all the cool little things. Also, I picked up 6 Elvis CDs. Let's see.
I left her the phone number. He called me. How much is it?
$5.
Hi. How much you looking to get for the CDs? The cassettes, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Buck and a half?
Give me, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Give me $2.
Okay, I'll give you $2. All right, good deal. It's a deal.
Yes.
Let me look around a little bit more.
I just want to get rid of the fish.
I know. I do that all the time.
Because see now whatever is left, we're gonna take it to the
The
Salvation
dumper.
Army.
Yeah, Salvation Army is always better.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Let's see.
Can I have it?
Nice.
Oh, I give it to you for
Why would you do that?
I have a house, but there's only so much I can have.
Right. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, thank you.
So some of the stuff is hers, and
I'll give you $2. Here you go. Hold on. I always do this. Can you tell? Here you go.
oh,
What? Oh.
it was one.
I'm not worried about that.
One who was stuck.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure meeting you. I have Elvis Presley's You'll Never Walk Alone. I have 1 and 2, Elvis Presley's Gospel Treasure. Yeah, disc 1 and 2. Here's 1. And here's 2. There you can see that. And then I have Elvis's Separate Ways. And these are all in fantastic shape, by the way. Also, Elvis Presley at Madison Square Garden. And the last one, Elvis, Love Me Tender. My goodness. I gotta show you this other thing I got from this same person. So, she had also given me this lithograph by Gary Sidurup back in 1987. As you can see, it's a charcoal. It's really cool. I mean, they sell them. Certified copies. There's his signature. But I think they only go for like $35 or so, but it's a pain to ship this kind of stuff, so I'm going to keep it. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh boy, what you got there?
Mother's Day.
Oh boy, Mother's Day. Look what she's sharing with me for Mother's Day. Crumble cookies. Our daughter and daughter-in-law sent them to her. And I think I might be helping her eat these. I need to gain a little poundage. There you go. Thanks, babe. This is pretty groovy. I got this for $5. It's Aikido, Legends of Aikido All-Star Collector Pack. So there's 18 warriors, and it includes 2 exclusive warriors and 2 joysticks that are collectible right here. They're mini battling action figures. So I got that for $5. Not bad. She wanted $10 for it. But I got it for $5. There's that. Okay. I picked up this, the Boondock Saints CD. It's unrated, and it's a special edition. It doesn't have the inserts though, which is kind of a bummer. But we'll see how that moves. I may have to put it with some other CDs. Okay, so next, I needed some a box actually for something I sold, and so I went dumpster diving for the box, and ironically, I found these shoes. There's 2 pair of Nike and a pair of Vans, kids, in the box that I actually needed. So they're in pretty good shape. The problem is they're dirty. Here's a Nike, black Nikes, Air, and you can see they're a bit messed up. You know what? They will clean up good. Here's a pair of Nike Air that are red, and they also need cleaned up a bit. And a pair of Vans. These Vans are pretty groovy, multicolor. You see there, Vans. And I have shoestrings for them. These will clean up. I'll probably do, maybe I'll just sell the Nikes together and these by themselves. I picked up these Coach shoes for $4. They're in good shape. Barely need cleaning. But $4 for a pair of men's Coach. I personally not into wearing men's Coach shoes. That wasn't bad. Okay, so I picked this up for 50 cents. It's the original 1967 soundtrack recording on vinyl of the bridge on the River Kwai. Isn't that something? You can see the cover is pretty jacked up, discolored in areas, you know, and obviously the album is here, but it has one small scuff. I don't know if you can see it really. Get it in there. Right there, there you go. A little scuff. I played it, and it just barely makes a little bit of a scuff sound, but just barely. There's the label. But the album, as you can see, is in actually pretty good shape. Both sides. Okay, now this is one of my favorite finds. No, I'm not prejudiced just because I'm a drummer myself, but I picked this up for $3. It's a custom K-series hybrid splash cymbal. It's a 9-inch. Fantastic shape. There's the K. Here's the Zelgin. You see, let me see if I can get it in good. There you go. There's the Zelgin markings. All these are handmade, you know. And there's the hybrid information. It's really hard to see. But I picked this up. So for $3. Unbelievable. Now you can see right up here how much it's actually going for. I'll get a bit of a little over a C note for this. And there's no warps, no dips, no dents. It's complete. What do you think of that? That's pretty groovy, isn't it? I'm excited about that one. Okay, for all you Trekkies out there, here's some Star Trek memorabilia. Actually, it's not memorabilia, man. It's the real thing. I mean, I have Starfleet technical managers, Starfleet medical reference manuals. I have Star Trek captain's logs. I mean, this is the real deal. Anyway, I got all this stuff for $14. So, really quick, I know Star Trek isn't as popular as, Star Wars. In fact, it's probably lost a lot of interest over the last couple of years. You don't really get a lot of money for this stuff. But for $14, I couldn't pass it up. Here's a trivia cards, Star Trek edition. Yeah, I don't know how much those are. I'll check it out. But that's those. I also have a Star Trek photo novel #1, City on the Edge of Forever. It's a collectible, I guess. You know, it's a lot of pictures and color pictures, all that kind of groovy stuff. It's actually pretty neat. I also have a the making of Star Trek. All these I think are 70s, you know, around there. And again, son of a gun. And then I have the Star Trek, The World of Star Trek by David Gerald. Here's some stuff in there. Right on. I also have Star Trek, the making of, a newer edition. It's the 25th anniversary. Basically about the same stuff, just updated. Oh, the menagerie. That's pretty groovy. And then we have the Physics of Star Trek. Let's look at some pictures. There you go. Also, all I really need to know, I learned from watching Star Trek. How do you like that? I'm interested in what this guy learned, but now I don't know if I'm interested that much. But that's kind of a groovy book. There he is. There's the author. I also have. Hey, check it out. It's signed. Right here, and right here. Of course, it's just a photocopy that's on the front of the cover, but hey, it's signed. It's the City of the Edge Forever, the original teleplay that became the classic Star Trek episode. Again, paperback. All kinds of groovy stuff in it. That looks like Loretta Lynn. And one last. This is a kind of a hardcover. No, it's a soft cover. The manga Ultimate Edition. I probably said that wrong. And again, comics, Star Trek comics. Well, it's a comic book. Which is kind of groovy. There's the Enterprise. Oh, what fell out? Oh, this was inside of it. The Prescott Police Department. Son of a gun. I'm going to keep that in the book. Here you go. There's the Prescott Police Department. That was inside this thing. I got a number of crazy items here. Here, I have the Star Trek Spaceflight Chronology. And this is really cool because it's got a bunch of neat things about the chronology of space flight. Look at all that stuff, huh? $2,099, so on and so forth. That's pretty cool. I also have Mr. Scott's guide to the Enterprise. Again, all that groovy stuff. Crew's quarters. And then I have the Star Trek Compendium. This is the special 20th anniversary edition, complete, revised, and update. Here are the episodes. Some of the old stuff that was from the menagerie. all this kind of groovy stuff. There's good old Spock. Nanu. Oh, that's the other guy. And then I have the Star Trek original series. Star Trek 365. It's quite heavy. There's quite a bit of stuff in it. There's the Enterprise. Looks like a Disney ride. Taser. Captain Kirk and Spock. Let's see what else we got. I forget this guy. I seen it. It's kind of cool. Just little excerpts of different shows in the series. What's that? Then I can get into the Star Trek Captain's Log. Now, I have no idea why he didn't fill it out. But that's the Captain's Log there. He must have lost this one. Someone else picked it up. Here I have the Starfleet Medical Reference Manual. Now, what star date is this? Let's see. Doesn't really show the star date on this. Anyway, that's the medical reference manual. Oh boy. There's the heart. Heart development. Human. Check this out. Human. This is Android. Androidian. Klingon. Gorn. Tellarite. And the Vulcan. Well, that's pretty groovy. I have the Star Trek sketchbook. It's the original series. There you go. And basically, it's a sketchbook of all the different types of scenes on the storyboard where they have the ideas for the different series, different shows, clothes. Oh boy. That's pretty groovy. We have the Star Trek Next Generation's Officer's Manual. I think this is the original one from 1975. Oh no, this is 2017. Look at that. Enlisted dress uniform, petty officer, warrant officers, personal communicator. Shows everything about the people and the ship itself. Also, I have the USS Enterprise Officer's Manual. Now this, I think, does have a star date. But then again, oh, Terra 2265. That's not the star date, but that's, well, in the future, 2265. All right, USS Enterprise Official Officer's Manual. Then we have the Star Trek Next Generation Technical Manager. I don't think this Next Generation really took off that well. Technical Manual. That's the Confederation, the Planetary Confederation sign. Here you got the United Planets arms. Here, Star Empire. Star Empire seal. And a number of other ones. Fleet headquarters. All kinds of groovy stuff. These are copies of original scripts. This is a copy of Friday's Child. And let's see if I can get that in there. There you go. Friday's Child, written by D.C. Fontana. But it's actual script, copy of the script, in 1967. And what's cool about this, it's a copy again of the original script of Mirror, Mirror. Now that's cool. Mirror, Mirror, written by Jerome Bixby. And what's unique about this one is it actually has the changes that they wrote in. All kinds of revisions here. Down at the bottom there. Some revisions for Spock, more revisions for Kirk. It's kind of hard to read though. But that's about it. Other than the magazine I have here, which is Leonard Nimoy's 1931 to 2015. I guess it's his life as a Trekkie. Okay, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell and push that like button and all that kind of groovy stuff. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. All right. Bye.